At the foot of Mount San Isidro lived an old man, Grandpa Berto, in a small bamboo hut. Each day, he worked the land, planted crops, and walked the fields alongside a brown horse with a white streak on his forehead, Tala. Tala wasn't just a pet. He was a partner, a companion, and a silent witness to Grandpa Berto's solitary life. As the sun rose, they worked in quiet harmony, no words, just presence. And somehow, that was enough. One afternoon, while they were tilling the field, a shiny pickup truck rolled down the dirt road. A tall foreign trader stepped out, briefcase in hand, eyes locked on Tala. He approached Grandpa Berto and asked, "How much?" While flashing a thick wad of cash. The old man said nothing at first. Then he gently placed a hand on Tala's neck, smiled faintly, and replied, "He's not for sale. He's family." The trader frowned and left. But since that day, a strange tension lingered in the air like a storm waiting to break. That night, the sky broke open. Rain poured, winds howled, and lightning cracked above the mountains. In the chaos, the bamboo fence behind the stable gave way. By morning, Tala was gone. Grandpa Berto searched by the riverbanks, up the hills, across the fields, but found nothing. It was as if the storm had stolen the only light left in his life. Far from the farm, through rain and fog, Tala walked. He didn't know road names. He didn't have a map. What he had was memory, the smell of rice fields, the sound of bamboo rustling, the distant echo of his old master's voice. He crossed rivers, climbed rocky paths, and wandered through unfamiliar villages. His body ached, his hooves bled, but his eyes never wavered, because in his heart, he wasn't lost. Early one morning in the town of Santa Elvira, villagers stared in shock as a lone, muddy horse walked through the street. Thin, soaked and wounded but proud, Tala didn't stop for food or rest. Children peeked from behind doors. A storekeeper dropped his broom. "Isn't that Grandpa Berto's horse?" someone whispered, but Tala said nothing. He just kept walking, each step pulling him closer to home. At sunrise, as Grandpa Berto lit the firewood for breakfast, he heard hooves in the distance. He froze, stood up, walked to the door. There, standing in the soft morning light, it was Tala, skinny, bruised, shaking, but alive, and in his eyes recognition, warmth, and something deeper. Tala stepped forward and gently laid his head against Grandpa Berto's chest. The old man wept, and though Tala couldn't speak, if he could, he might have said, "I wasn't lost. I was just finding my way back, because you're not just my master, you're my family." Days passed. Life returned to the farm. The sun rose, the rice grew, and the wind danced once more through the trees. And there they were, Grandpa Berto and Tala walking side by side through the fields. The old man's hand rested gently on Tala's neck, and Tala walked with pride and peace. No longer just the man and his horse, but just souls who found their way back to each other.